right, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eco Expo. I got to figure out what that is. We're going to have an expo of eco stuff here. Ah, saving the planet. Business can save the planet too. I like that. Okay. How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. Okay, here we go. This must be the right place. Eco Expo.
They will probably go together.
Haha, there we are.
Oh my God.
It was a wonderful expo.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, yes it is.
No, it's fabulous.
Turner?
What's your favorite thing? Yeah, what's your favorite thing?
Horseback riding.
Well, about the expo.
Oh, about the expo. The composite toilet. The compost
Yeah,
toilet.
I saw that.
Now that will get rid of the DWP.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a great way to recycle.
Those bricks now.
Those bricks too. Pacific Adobe.
Mork from Orc. Always popular.
And to all of you kids for contributing your wonderful artwork, and I hope this goes on every year. Congratulations again.
Hi. Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Can you show me the painting that you did? The artwork? Yeah. Can you show it to me? Cool.
Oh yeah, you gonna give me $100? All right, Willie. Give me a hand. Hi.
Hi. The winner. All right. What's it feel like to win the award and the trip?
Yeah.
It's feel good.
Congratulations.
Isn't it great?
Congratulations. Turn around. He talking about
Doing something good for the earth, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice. Well, let's go look at it. I want to see it.
We have the drip dudes. Just a few minutes.
Let's go look at it.
It's like the recycle can. And you kids are gonna love it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Cam.
This is it, huh? Cool. This is the one that won? Okay, what does it say there? Tell me what it says.
I'm taking glass, plastic, and aluminum.
Okay.
And the other one is saying, I'm taking paper.
To where? The recycling center, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the recycling center. And... Okay.
Come on, y'all, let's go.
What made you decide to do this?
I had the experience because last time they took me to sell the aluminum, and I went and I had that idea.
Oh, good. So do you recycle now?
I always did.
Yeah, good for you. Do your parents recycle? Do you think everybody should? Why?
Or the planet's gonna get messed up. The paper's gonna be everywhere.
So if you have a message for kids, what is it?
Recycle.
Okay, tell your parents to too, huh? Good. All right. Hey, thanks. Congratulations, man.
Can I borrow you for a second? We need to get some photos for Queensland up on
You're
the
a celebrity.
his brother. You guys stand by the post. That's a hot water heater. That's where it's
So what do we got here?
You know, automatic faucet control.
Automatic faucet control.
Automatic faucet control. It just replaces the aerator. You screw right in. Totally eliminates wasted water.
right,
Saves about 5,000 gallons a year.
Really?
Here it is. It's just a simple device. And all you do is you press the rod, and there's the water. When your hands aren't in the water, you don't need the water. You can lock it on right over here, and then you just turn it.
So what's it cost? About $1 million?
Only $10. We have the fastest payback in the environmental industry. 3 months pays for itself. So you can either pay us or pay the water company and do the environment, you know, a favor by saving some water.
Cool. How's that work? Okay. The shower cocoon. Okay.
Low flow shower head
Okay.
puts out plenty of heat to heat this small area when it's enclosed.
All right.
And it makes the shower hot, just like it shows on this little graph right here.
Oh, it heats it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It'll take it. This bathroom started at 59 degrees.
Yeah?
And it zipped up to 92 degrees in only 2 minutes.
Unbelievable. The shower cocoon. I like it. It's a good
cocoon.
name. Good name for it. Okay. You know, I haven't seen anything like this in my cotton picking life. What is this?
We're making fabric. They said you couldn't grow cotton organic. Well, there's a bale. They said you couldn't make it without chemicals. Well, there's the yarn. There's the garments, and here's what we're making. Feel that.
Okay.
Feel that.
Okay, that is soft. You know, so you're doing what they say you couldn't do.
You can't do this.
So
you can't make this cloth, and you can't grow that cotton without chemicals, man.
Why do they say you can't when you can?
Because they're selling the chemicals.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. So this is really good. Green cotton. I love it. Because cotton is very energy intensive, isn't it, George?
This is the old spinning wheel, but the spinner
Cotton
generally
is relatively energy intensive, but the biggest problem with cotton, it's the farming procedures used in growing of cotton is the most polluting plant on earth. It does more to destroy the balance of nature than, should I look at you or there?
Doesn't matter.
Than anything else that man grows.
Yeah.
And what we've done is we've developed a grouping of organic cotton farmers who grow this organically. They use no chemicals whatsoever in the growing of the of it. We use bugs to fight bugs. We use manure instead of chemicals. We do not defoliate, which is the most devastating thing for the earth is defoliation. It's called Agent Orange in wars. In cotton growing, it's called defoliation. And that right now is the newest industry, and that's what we make.
I think it's great. A green cotton for a clean earth. I love it.
Clean earth. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
And you're the guy.
Well,
gotta hand it
things
to
are great. Since I met you last year at the ECO, the largest publicly held clothing company in the world has purchased Green Cotton Environment. They believe in what we're doing, and everything that they learn from this company will filter through the rest of the VF Corporation. And as you can see, there it is.
Hey, I got some good news for you. We have an automobile here that is so exciting, so dynamic, and so realistic that is not only a futuristic vehicle, it is in the market today. And what I gotta say to you is will make your head swirl. We have something that has people's minds enchanted. We know we have the right product. And I'm gonna tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We are right here, right now. We are with the American Hydrogen Association. We've been on every network. We were on 72 stations. We were also feeling the pulse of people. Here he is, the president of the American Hydrogen Association. Dick, introduce yourself.
Oh, but I can get down here and breathe pure water vapor and drink pure spring water.
He's breathing the exhaust, right? Okay. Let's go over the chemistry of hydrogen. You burn hydrogen, and all you get is water.
Okay, play that back. I gotta get another shot of this.
There's no pollution. It's pure.
Okay, maybe you should play that back just so we can really believe it.
All he's breathing is steam.
All right, because he's running this car off of hydrogen.
Hydrogen has fuel. It fuses with oxygen. And you get
all he's breathing is hydrogen and oxygen. There's no carbon. There's no pollutants.
Okay. Pure water vapor.
Pure water vapor.
Unbelievable.
Pure spring water.
So why aren't we all driving around in cars like this?
Because the hydrogen costs more. The hydrogen costs an awful lot of money. I'll say this. If we paid for gasoline here in the United States, what you pay in Europe or Japan, then there would be a lot more people producing hydrogen to put in your cars.
So what you're saying is we need the government and the entrepreneurs in business to use this hydrogen technology to help make a cleaner world for us.
Right.
We can get around in other ways.
You can speed up the hydrogen economy with some governmental assistance of getting the price of gasoline up.
That's right.
Some creative ways of getting it up. There's an awful lot of pressure to keep the price down.
So we don't have to stay on the petrochemical treadmill.
Right.
We don't have to go fight wars in the Middle East for oil.
Right.
Got it.
You can make hydrogen in your backyard if you've got the means and method to do it. Anywhere you've got sunshine, electricity and water.
We've got a generator mounts on the back here.
Okay.
And you can use it to recharge your batteries.
You're kidding.
So you hook this guy up to your batteries here. You pedal away, and it lights up a light bulb here showing that you're making some current.
All right.
It gives you a good idea how much energy it takes to light up a light bulb, too.
Yeah, that would be great.
You're not being sweaty. Go.
Yeah, you want to watch MTV? Pedal.
That's right. Start pedaling.
Hey, thanks,
Those 2-hour concerts that are
really.
Can I tell you that we're two women in the garbage business?
Two women in the garbage business?
Two women in the recycling field.
And you're the
actually.
pickup artist.
The pickup artist. That's
okay,
right.
that's why you lured me into your booth.
Exactly.
So how does it work? What happens?
Here's my partner, as a matter of fact.
Okay, hey partner.
Hello.
So these are both of the pickup artists.
The pickup artists. Want to get picked up? Come see us.
If you need something picked up, they call you, right?
That's
and
right.
you come pick it up? Yeah?
That's right. Actually,
that's pretty good.
Shell, why don't you tell them why we started?
How does it work?
Well, basically what we do is we don't only focus on collection, but we also focus on education, which is one of the most important parts of recycling. A lot of people think, it's just trash, and what we're doing is we're teaching people that it's no longer trash, but that can or that piece of paper is really something that each and every day you can decide, this is not going to go in the garbage can.
Well, maybe I should give you a call so you come get my phone books.
Okay.
You should, and we can come to your condominium or your apartment complex and take all the items.
Great, the pickup artist. I love it. It's a good idea. A good name.
Thank you.
You know?
Doing good to others, well, you might say it's the golden rule. Doing exactly to others what you'd want them to do to you is really the basis of a personal religion. I don't attend churches or temples. I don't have a structured religious life, but I think if you follow the golden rule, you are really living what religion wants you to do.
There's always new commercials, and the commercials are more, you watch more commercials than a show. And it's like, I know. One time I was at a friend's house and I'm like, I wish you could fast forward the commercials.
I know, there's like 20 minutes of commercials and like 10 minutes of programs. So it's really annoying because, you're at this really good part of a TV show and it cuts to a really stupid bad or something, like zestfully clean or something. Yeah. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
The role of Richard Nixon and George Bush in the assassination of President Kennedy. Only in the Unique Realist newsletter will you find information such as that. Also, Robert Anton Wilson covers the first International Orgasm Conference. You can have this issue of The Realist free with a subscription. Subscriptions are $23 for 12 issues. Send to The Realist, Box 1230, Venice, California. You all have a newsletter like no one else in your neighborhood has.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Hello. Hi. How much is it?
$1. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
This other side when they went back out that.
What's that for? Are you buying something?
No, I had $2.
Hey, I'll make you a deal on that Mork and Mindy lunchbox. Yeah, so I've sold some political buttons, one of the ancestors with the googly eyes, the Naked Lady keychain, the Happy Days game for $4. You know that thing that I got? That was probably, I should have stayed up higher, but you know, that was good. Some decals, a couple of fossils, and a holy picture. So, you know, the trends are there, but it's hard to tell. I got somebody sort of interested in this Kennedy bust here. And I don't know. Huh?
You're losing business.
By talking?
With her here.
Well, yeah, but I think people make 2 or 3 passes. You know, they go around, they sort of see what's available, and then they work their way back. And then if they still haven't gotten anything, then, you know, they say, yeah, you know, that this thing is one of my favorites. This is a Jesus on driftwood with a pop-top picture hanger, which I think really really sets it off nicely. And then this is your regular basic Jesus on a piece of wood.
Jesus on board?
Jesus on board. And I think that goes really nicely with this Yiddish Reagan button. And my saw blade and the hand-painted Mrs. Butterworth. And this is really one of my favorite items of all time. This is the Rooster Clothespin Memo Meister, Driftwood Clothespin Memo Meister.
How much?
$5, no, $4. And you know, if someone really loved it, I might come down a little bit, but you just don't see something like that every day. You know, there's nothing like that in Kmart. You know what I mean? Somebody spent a lot of time and trouble making that just perfect.
A work of art.
It is. It's just, there's no question about it.
Oh, you got another one? How'd you get that one?
Well, this one's more, has more of the mass-produced, I think this is like a school shop project or something. But this one here is really, I think this has that sort of insane genius of the artist in that, you know.
Yeah, the legs are...
But they're related too. They have, you know, one evolved out of the other.
This is a Mrs. Butterworth.
Right. Yep, Mrs. Butterworth.
Well, for God's
hand painted.
I bet I have a dozen of those at home. Never even
Yeah, get your brushes out.
You bet. No, I thought that someday they might be worthwhile just leaving in glass.
Well, she's a sort of goddess figure, I think.
Yeah.
Right there with Betty Crocker.
I'm here for a refund. That one is a repro. I finally had a good look at it, and it does say reproduction.
Oh, okay.
So
so you're gonna turn these back in for $5?
I'd appreciate that, because I just don't want the repros.
All right.
Let me see if I can actually give you your cheap. Well.
No, wait. I think I've got. Here's 4. There's 5 right there.
Great. Okay.
You're on.
You might want to mark them.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll just, you know, I'll sell them for what they are.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Well, money's coming in, the money's going back out. Or, as they used to say, there go the profits. But, you know, I run an honest business here, and if he says it's a repro, I guess it is. I don't know the difference. I mean, I can't tell the difference, so. But I guess he said... Yeah, who could read that?
I can. 19.
What you want for the
We're at Fashion Island. My name is Pete Thalman. I'm the Chief Engineer for Muzak Anaheim. We're here to talk about the Fashion Island sound system and the way that they use Muzak, Music Plus, DBS, broadcast music in their programming for their settings. Behind you, you have one of the rock acoustic speakers in the hedge planter. Obviously, it's hidden, and that's one of the aspects that they use for their sound system. The speaker itself is located underneath here. It's shaped as a rock. They've colored it green to blend in, and it just pumps the music through.
And most people don't even think about it.
No, they don't. And all they know is when they start walking in, they start getting the warm atmosphere. With the seasonal type music as now, it's 24 hours Christmas. That's to make sure that everyone gets into the mood to spend more dollars.
What it's figured out is that we use so much progression in all of our programming. And what that says is we want people to feel better about themselves, feel better about what they're doing. We want them to be stress-free. We want to lower their fatigue levels to make them feel better so they will want to go into a store, and yes, it increases profits.
Is it the tempo?
It's the tempo, it's the orchestration, it's the beat. They have certain criteria that if it's not followed to the exact levels, the music gets thrown out. Semi's progression makes people feel better, which in turn helps them to concentrate on what they're there to do. It does not make people buy.
No.
I know some 30-some years ago in the Santa Barbara area, the city council had complaints from a woman that said, you know, they're making me go into the store and buy. This music is making me do this. And it really isn't. What it's doing is making you feel better.
Now, how do you, who is the person who sits down and listens to the track and says, this will work and this won't?
We have a programming department up in Seattle at a Marine corporate headquarters. And the programming people, that's exactly what they do. They sit down and they go through all of the songs that come in. We have rights, some exclusive rights with record companies and such, and so we often will get music before it even hits the radio stations. So that's what they do on a daily basis. They choose the styles of music that best fit that time of day.
Now this piece that's playing now?
What you're hearing right now is Christmas music. And the Christmas music is unique in that they have an all Christmas channel. So all they have to do is say, Pete, I want Christmas music. Within 2 minutes, it's switched over. You'll notice that all the sound systems in the malls are engineered so that you can be walking any place throughout the courtyard and still get a nice, even, pleasant sound. And it really creates a nice image. And that's what the mall people were going for. They wanted to make sure that they created the correct image for the customers and the vendors. You can see how important it is. You see the plane going by, how disturbing that noise can be. If you're just walking down, that's all you're going to hear. If you have the music in the background, it keeps the atmosphere. One of the goals in a mall situation also is to get the shopper to go from one end of the mall area to the other. Now, if you were to plug your ears and not hear any music, after a while, it gets very monotonous. You know, you're just kind of walking up and down. When you have the music, that helps you as far as getting to one end to the other too, increasing the possibility of sales in different areas of the mall. Sounds wonderful.
See you later.
All right. Have a great day.
Yeah. We're from a PBS TV show, and we're here doing a thing on malls. So we were just out at the mall, you know, and then we were sitting, and then they wouldn't, you know, the security people wouldn't talk to us, and the whole thing. And then I went, you know, this is the mall. This is where, you know, this is where it's really happening. Yeah.
This is the free mall.
It's got
Every
books.
single thing that you can possibly think of that you ever needed. We've got sleeping bags, we've got toothbrushes, we've got sets of dishes. We have practically
And now
everything.
you have food here too, is that right?
Yes, we do. Right now we're giving away sandwiches. We have a Saturday lunch program. We give away sandwiches, bag lunches on Saturday from 10 to when we open up.
Soup to nuts here. I mean, we've got some albums here that are probably 25. Really amazed. When we started this, I just thought this is one of my wife's ideas. I mean, she has those. Well, she has those occasionally, and she says we can make this work, and I says, right. Okay.
So this was your idea, Sam?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And was the idea just to have a free store?
No, the idea was just to do something, just to do something, and I just did it. People told me you couldn't do it, and I said, watch me. And that was it. And it
how
works.
about, has the city and the county and the state been helpful to you, or
No.
are they involved in it at all?
No, they aren't. Not at all. In fact, I used to work across the street at the Department of Public Safety at Whitaker Community Resource Center. That's where I started the sandwich program, and they kicked me out because the Department of Public Safety doesn't do things like that. And so this place was for rent, and I was giving away sandwiches out of the back of our car every Saturday morning. We'd pack them up at home and put them in the trunk and bring them down across the street around the corner and give them out, and this place came for rent, and it's got the rent money, and here we are 7 months later. It's just amazing.
So
it amazes
this is
me.
a store, and there's no cash register here, right?
No, none. I would like to see this place to the bare walls on Christmas Eve. I really would. Everything gone. And that would make me happy.
Yeah.
It really would. Because I know I'd help a lot of people, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to see it to the bare walls.
See, we have a kids' book section already.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Hi. This would be appropriate for like kids around town.
So you're not taking any money here, so you're just sitting at the counter observing,
Actually,
huh?
I've been handing out sandwiches.
This
morning. On Fridays, we go to 2 sandwich makers, and they give us what they haven't sold during the week. And then from 10 till we run out, we pass out sandwiches. Either sandwiches for the homeless or burritos and heatable things for people in apartments. Because like they were saying earlier, there's a lot of people on the street, and there's a lot of people in apartments who can barely feed themselves, you know, throughout the month. So
it's such a great name, Blair Necessities, because it's on Blair Street, right?
Have you ever read a newspaper called The Talking Leaves?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've just glanced through it.
Well, one of the writers for The Talking Leaves came up with it in a meeting that we were at. We couldn't figure out what to name this place. And he said, why don't you call it Blair Necessities? And there's an escort service in town called Bear Necessities. They get an awful lot of calls, and they're not happy about it.
The last laugh.
One of the things I'd like to point out to you is that Sam and I are not much. Okay, he's leaving. Okay. Sam and I are not much better off financially than the people that we serve here. You know, I mean, I scrape by just only barely, you know, most months.
Well, I think I read in the newspaper that you had been homeless yourself for a while.
For a long while, 5 years, you know. I was an insurance underwriter, and I went through a real shitty divorce, you know. And I just said, I threw up my hands, you know, and I said I just quit for a while. I didn't realize that it was going to take me 5 years to get back in the stream, and I'm still not in the stream. You know, I mean, we're doing this, and I'm working, but I'm not making $40,000 a year anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I probably won't, but I don't really want to either, because I don't want to have to put up with those jerks. You know, but I really enjoy doing this because you get a lot of people in here that you just really don't want to deal with, you know, and then you might go 3 days and not get one, and then the next day, that day you get 10 of them all in the same day. But one thing will happen during that day that'll make it all worth it. You'll make a kid smile. You give a mother that doesn't have any food for her baby some food, and she's ecstatic about it, really happy about it, and that makes you feel good. So, yeah, I mean it's worth it in the end. I just don't want anybody to be hungry. I don't worry about Christmas. I don't care about Christmas. I worry about the day after Christmas. Everybody's going to give you something for Christmas, but what are they going to give you the day after Christmas? Then they're going to forget about you. Say, well, those people are hungry. I fed them on Christmas.
Right, now it's back up to the mansion or whatever.
Right.
But so is the thing that you need most in here non-perishable food items? Is that
canned foods, that kind of thing, and
warm clothes?
Warm clothes. We need everything. We can use everything from eyeliner to Venetian blinds. We do everything. We've got.
So you're a real department store. You're like the Fred Meyer of
Blair Street.
Flats out here.
Yeah. We've got a case of condoms. That the health department brought down.
Yeah,
really.
And we've got they obviously hid the literature, but we've got all kinds of literature about AIDS and
that's interesting. Yeah.
Drugs and Bleach Man and all of that.
Oh, you don't want.
What is Bleach Man?
He's the guy that washes your syringe so you don't get AIDS. We had a real hot debate here one day about whether or not to pass out exchange syringes. And we decided not to.
Yeah.
Basically,
would that be illegal to do that?
I don't really think it'd be illegal. With me, it's more of a moral question.
Yeah.
And I'm against drugs. Although I used to be a big time back east. But I'm against drugs. It doesn't do anything but ruin it. And I think that fosters the idea that drugs are okay.
Yeah.
So
that's the argument a lot for the condom idea too, though.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
so it's
that's
tricky,
a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different. I mean, everybody has sex,
right,
one way or another.
Yeah.
But not everybody does drugs, and I think drugs are. You can see them walking them down the street. I mean, there was a lady who was in here not too long ago, just a little while ago, that I knew her 5 years ago, and she was like you and I, but now she's just,
it's a killer.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, I really hate it. I hate seeing it.
Well, George, I think this is just such a terrific thing. I'm going to go home and load up a cardboard box and come back with it.
Okay.
I got a bunch of junk lying around that I'm sure you could use down here. So thank you very much. I'm just going to shoot a little thing out in the front to show the context. Thanks, Sam.
Are you leaving?
Yeah, we're going to take off, and I'm going to go get some stuff and bring it back. Yeah.
I really am.
Good luck to everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey, Salamander, what's the...
We'll be back.
See ya.
Merry Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
A real tough puzzle is to find something we can't use.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
That's something you can work on.
I'll go back and ponder that. Thanks a lot. Oh, so here it is, the front. It's here's Kris Kringle. Clothes, books, coffee, open house, free haircuts next Saturday. And there's the sign over here, Blair Necessities, because it's on Blair Boulevard, in the right in the heart of the poorer section of Eugene, Oregon. And the only thing they sell, according to George, are these bicycles. If they have 2 tires with air in them, $35. Everything else in there is for free.
Let's see here. Let's see. How about the little? Hey, thank you very much. A little sweet Georgia Brown, or?
Sure.
more. That triple B flat. B flat. Down there, dear. Here we go. Grand finale. Anyone, dear? Yes, sir. Look out there. Keep it this. Look out. Anything you want, dear.
This is great. This is really great. You can lie back and have the sun power you up to about... The sun will power you up to about 50 miles an hour in this thing. All right, I love it. I said I love it. Turn it around.
Okay. Now, I guess also the thing, I wasn't able to get a photocopy of what the ACLU has put together about, the individual's rights in the mall. So all you need to say is, the Prune Yard Shopping Center case, and throw that in their faces, and hopefully they'll leave you alone. Yeah. It was a shopping center that, it was something that, I can't remember the exact name of the case, something like California versus Prune Yard Shopping Center. And basically what it does is protects your rights to hand out information in a mall, as long as you're not soliciting. Right, and just go check your books and look up Prune Yard versus State of California.
Yeah, is there any specific number in each of these bundles?
There's not. It's basically, we're doing it by site, and it seems like because you're going to hit 2 sites, you should take probably a fairly hefty amount.
Yeah.
We'll be passing out a pamphlet which is safer sex guidelines. It's half English, half Spanish. It gives really practical use, user guidelines to using condoms, to using dental dams. we are also passing out a list of information. It's called Women Dare to Be Aware, explaining why women are also at very great risk of contracting the HIV virus. We're also handing out a sheet directed primarily at teens, which explains also that teens are at risk of contracting HIV. And this pamphlet details safe sex information as well as how to clean works in case somebody might be injecting IV drugs. So that's basically what we're handing out today, and condoms. And condoms.
So do you expect, what kind of reaction do you expect here?
I'm expecting perhaps curiosity. The thing I'm worried about is this will be perceived as, once again, outsiders who don't necessarily have children trying to foist immorality on their children. That's really the type of presentation I want to avoid in the media.
Well, how do they know you don't have children?
Well, because of the identification of our organization.
Channel 4 News.
Channel 4 News, I'm sorry.
So, what is your story? How did you get involved?
With active ghost shopping or with AIDS activism in general?
Well, let's start with AIDS activism.
I got involved in AIDS activism because I had a lot of friends die. I shouldn't say even friends, they were acquaintances and friends of the family. And I thought about it for a long time, and then what happened was one of my best friends in the whole world came up HIV positive, and I got educated real quick, and by getting educated I got really angry, and so I got involved about 2 weeks later. So, let's see, there's 4 of us, so why don't we
Break into Paris.
information and we're passing out condoms. You can take one. Take one, read it, it'll take 5 minutes out of your life. It could save your life. Take this. You have to take a condom. You have to take a condom? You'll want one.
Well, if we have the information, wouldn't you agree that abstinence is better than...
Well, read it until you have all the information, and if you're going to abstain, then you won't need the condoms. Okay.
Lady says we have to have an application.
Oh, we do?
Just move.
Just keep moving.
I'd like to give you a Christmas
Thank you. Condoms too, if you're interested. Free condoms? Free condoms?
Women and AIDS. Go down on the street and stand outside.
They have McDonald's condoms?
Yeah, free condoms. Take a couple.
Sure.
Take some information, go with it.
I'll do that.
You'll want to know how to use them. There you go. There's safe sex information inside.
All right. Okay, thanks.
Have a good holiday. So where are we going?
Well, apparently some lady, she had a security with her. She's the manager. We have nothing against it. It's just that there's a company policy.
Hey, King 1, go. King 1, can you come back here, please?
Safe sex information. We're also passing out free condoms if you're interested.
I think I've got my own.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
This is great. It's information here, safe sex information. Free condoms.
I got
Take
some.
one, they're free. Hi, we've got some women and AIDS information. Safe sex information. It's women and AIDS, and there's some safe sex information. We're passing out free condoms.
Thanks. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, do you know what time it is?
Well, let's see. It is 11:45. Thanks. You're welcome.
condom code? There's some women and AIDS information, safe sex information.
Well, I already am pretty informed.
We're passing each other. It's 36. I'm on my way to the third floor.
I got the rest of the friends down here. 5. You got the other group.
I can barely hear you.
I've got the other group down here if you want to bring the rest down.
10-point round.
Just to arbitrarily pass things out in the mall.
Excuse me. There's not supposed to be any filming in here without prior authorization. Are you with the news crew?
Yes.
What station do you represent? What media do you represent? 28?
28
We have a form for that. We'd be happy to have it for anyone, even our merchants, to just arbitrarily pass things out in the mall.
Okay, thank you.
This is
Could you tell me who you are, please? Channel 28, Judith Binder.
Would you mind taking me off camera? I'd like to find out what...
You might want to come down here.
We'll help it all.
Go back to their fire and tell them over there.
What's happening?
Okay, it's right now. It's just.
Don't say a word. Just we have to leave the mall.
Yes, no, I understand that.
We need to go upstairs.
We have other people. We're trying to get the rest of the people down.
They're already down. No, they are already down here.
Are we allowed to go back to our cars and
Yes.
get them out, or does that become property of the mall?
Would you like some women and AIDS information? What is that? It's information on women and AIDS. Oh,
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. These are correct. Are you guys going through all the malls? Yeah, we're trying to. Good idea. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, certainly. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying something.
Okay.
Get a commentary on the economy at the same time.
It's pretty unbelievable, isn't it? Biggest day of the year.
Would you like some AIDS information and a free condom?
No, not hardly.
Thank you. Maybe next time.
Next year. He's like going, yeah, but I don't want my dad to see me. I don't want my dad to see me take the condom that I want.
So what's the plan here?
So my feeling is we should go to the Fashion Square.